Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to, or rather, welcome to the PUBG Mobile weekly matches where we bring you PUBG Mobile action at its finest every single time you want. And this is a ride or die situation here because teams are willing and ready to fight for the weekly prizes. Games are a little bit earlier this week, but today is going to be the last time because, we're wrapping up PMNC this weekend, so by next week, the matches will start at the usual time. So let's let's stick with that valuation for now, right? Let's stick with that valuation for now. I'm trying to steer the course. But it has been a very, very good start for the game, as what we've seen so far. 25 teams, 95 players alive. It has been a little bit of an interesting dynamic, though. It's going to be a little bit of a cause for concern here, but I think that we've never seen before. Now we're about to see who wants it more. Ooh. Well, spoke too soon. Bodies already dropping. I think we are in just south of Pochinki. Fishery is going to be the first one to go down. Going to be the first one to lock in and lock step. There's really a whole lot going on in this area, though. And the Asian managed to escape just in time. His conquest is not going to be so lucky. He's going to get knocked away there. that is a wrap. 4 eliminations, just like that. Just like that. A wrap. Eyes on the prize still. Let's take a look at the rest of the zone. What is happening around? Where is the nearest course of action? It looks like a northwestern side, Georgia. Looks like that's where it's going down. If you're not aware, you will be aware now. Ooh, 415 gets the spray down. Can he do more though? It's a matter of curiosity at this point though. Can he do it? Can he see it? Maestro with idea on a drop position. Eurofighter goes down. Thought so. Shooting range. That's where the action is brewing to close out. Oop. Let's see if that's going to be the case here though. A whole lot of thoughts and prayers. The warlord He's gotten knocked away though. I was not expecting that to happen to him, but we all know how these things go. Couple of shots ringing out. Gotta love the M1 Grand though, the way they utilize it. Most of the teams here, but I've seen them have similar ideas. We did see Warlord get eliminated though, so as we are in phase 3 of the circle, it does give us a little bit of a ring around here, but looks like Godspeed wants a piece of the action as well. Ooh, well that AKM is bouncing. It is bouncing like a newborn baby. Cause what? That was a bouncing. That was a seriously bouncing AKM. You don't really see a four times on an AKM every other day. You know, you have to respect that that he was able to at least get the shots on target, but even at that, it required a whole lot more. Mm, 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 mm. So it's going to be sweeter when you have oppositions in areas where there could be some cause for concern. Trying to navigate exactly where you'd like to position yourself. The play zone is very jacket like. Team 13 down 2. Another teammate getting bounced off. Hopefully he gets him picked up. Vehicle has gone up in flames though, so they are probably gonna have to try something different. Yeah, that's just a bad spray. That is just a bad spray. Shots over the corner as well, but again, does not stop the game. Good shot though. The opportunity is there to do a deal. The DBS is always gonna be equal to the task. There is a time and a place, but action does not seem to be stopping anyone's plans, honestly. Shots ringing through from Washi. He has been on a tear. He drops another one as well. And team number 8 are not backing down from this, not even in the slightest. Probably have to try something different, but it is working nonetheless. They will keep continuing to mount the pressure onto that position while she continues to press forward. Lines have been drawn in the sand here, but it's never been a stop-start type of scenario either way. Oh, it doesn't look like he's gonna make it. He does not. We're even ready to mow him down with some shots as well. We are in phase 5 of the circle though. A little bit of a tantamount position, but it's still very much a risk that any of these teams are willing to take. Not too many of them are inside of the zone though. Still got some opposition teams trying to play in from the northwestern side. It is going to be MDR, Youngblood, here to kill Jean and Killer. But Killer has been killed, so unfortunately for him, there is only so much that can be done. D is in question there as Youngblood is going to get caught. Fortunately for him, his teammates were right there. You got to respect the driving as well. But they reposition quite nicely, trying to keep these guys at bay. Spray over the tops there, but no dice does not connect just yet. A whole lot of difficult questions about to be asked here now. Here to kill, starts to pop a grenade. Tries to get an angle for his own self. Could be some moisture here for Team 12. They can manage their expectations. It's all about potential at this stage though. Shots are ringing out. Future getting a drop as well. Wants a piece of the action. This is where the action is brewing. Sky getting a little bit of a trade-off. Future goes down. And that would be the end of the road for him. Does get dispatched as well to follow suit. It's not a lot of confidence being inspired here, though. John Sky is going to be questioning this resolve, and the guys from NX are still very much alive. Azen as well. Inside of the blue zone is where the problem lies. And that is a little bit more chaotic, but Sky is going to have to make a dash for it. Plays off the left hand side. Azen is going to have to pull up as well. I'm surprised they allow him to get these many shots off, but he does have a teammate in the mix there. Spencer to the corner. Azen. Oh, Azen with the Bison gets the first drop, but no dice for him again. Tries to pay it off the top, and now MG is going to have to trade one as well. Gets the drop on Sky. Trade off again. Another side. NX in trouble here. An opposition from team number 15 very much in the mix, and they are stealing the eliminations. But the spray is not good enough. 2 players from team 14 knocked away. 8 eliminations, but Monkey is still very much equal to the task. While his teammates are trying to hold it in, but he continues to apply the pressure. MG is trying to make a dash for it. Plays off to the right hand side. If you can get the angle there, might be able to pop him through. Feigns over to the left, but no dice. He goes down. 10 eliminations. Big opportunity now for McKay to get his teammates back to full strength, but the play zone is not going to give him that leeway. It is not going to give him that opportunity. Fortunately for him, there's a vehicle here, but he's taking damage. Will he make it into the zone? He does. Well, he might as well blow himself up in his car right now. He pulls up just in time. Major potential for the grenades. Major potential for the grenades here. There is a plethora of shots lining up here. McKay is not giving them too much thought, but he will be planning to see this through. Down to 4 teams now, 6 players alive. It's all about seeing this through, getting the final thoughts as to how this has been ravaging the game on tour, but it has been putting them a dent into how they want to advance their position. It's a 2 versus 1 here. Gina here to kill have not decided to commit to this. I mean, I would have popped the grenade in here by now. Trying to stay afloat. It's going to be a little bit of a repertoire thing, though. I mean, shots are ringing out. I was expecting a confrontation between those two, in that 2 versus 1, but looks like I may have overestimated their need to win the game. Well, everybody is on their lonesome. Let's see. How high can we go? Well, looks like gonna make a dash for it there. Oh, Absolute pulls one out of the car. And he optimally might be pulling out for another. He's got a grenade. And he might decide to get his vehicle pulled up, but no dice! And John gets the drop on him. Eric is having to move the advance line. 2 versus 1. And they know he has and they know McKay has been lurking around here for the longest time. Now the advantage is he's got more of the zone than they do, but they've got vehicles. The smarter play here would be to blow all of the vehicles up and not allow them to make an advance. That would be the smarter play here. Eric is about to see if Gene's gonna have to commit to that one, or they've launched the first grenade. They're probably gonna launch a whole lot more. There's a chance they may have spotted him as well. He launches another one over to the left side. McKay is on the horizon. And toss another grenade again. Sheen tries to pop through and get another drop on him. Can he make a dash for it? Give me a little bit of a quick dash for it here. He's got a sight line of his own here. Can he do something special? Can he do the 1v2? Can he turn this around? He launch another grenade. He takes some more damage. But he is going to try to get his HP levels back up. Here the kid's going to use the chance of that one. But he is going to be spotted. It's one apiece now. It's 1v1. Heracles have to move a little bit closer. We'll try to make a dash for it as well. And drops into an open space. And he does! Chicken dinner for Jen. And McKay is the MVP. 9 eliminations for this guy. I mean, what a player he is. I'm not sure how he managed to do that, but he absolutely did it. Absolutely incredible performance from him. Ooh. What a performance. 12 eliminations and McKay with 9. 2 for Sky, 1 for Mbappe. And that's what you call carrying the team. MVP of this game for sure is McKay with his 9 eliminations, and it is well deserved. It is absolutely well deserved. But taking a look at the top players here, we've seen King Tartar, we can see McKay as well. 5 for Jean, Absolute, and Azen in the conversation, and they have been running amok. We'll take a look at the match rankings. Yes, 22 points. 12 eliminations with that chicken dinner. Team 23 in second with 18, 16 for Team 24, and 14 for Team 5. Team 12 with 13 points on the board. And Team 10 with 12, Team 16 with 10, Team 8 with 10, 10 as well for Team 19, Team 22 with 7. And it rolls all the way down into the continuous drape effect. But that is one game down. We're heading straight into Miramar for match number 2. So stay tuned and stay locked in. Remember, there's mythic fragments, there's cash, and so many other prizes to be won. So do not touch that dial. We'll be right back after the break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back to the action. This is the weekly games. We're gonna keep our eyes peeled to see who's gonna win match number 2. Well, talk about pulling up quick. Jolly's on the scene. Couple more shots again. Tries to pack into the angle. Ooh, gets the first shot, but no dice. The M4 is going to reign supreme. He gets another one knocked away. And they will be pulling up as well. Hops inside, gets him dropped off. 2 bodies, core dropped again. Another one. And that's 2 players knocked away. There's going to be Tribrid, or Tribird, or Tribrid. And there's going to be to wrap into the other one again. Trying to go for the flush, but the SFK is going to chop it up. Shots on the siege on the other side. Technical difficulties with my microphone, guys. I'm not sure what's going on, man. My microphone is having serious issues. I'm not sure why. But the action continues nonetheless. Association is going to try to get Tron through. Ooh, well, looks like Mazo is going to get caught out. Looks like a whole lot of action is brewing in this south side. Shot's gonna be ringing off from Phoenix. Tries to wrap things around. Yaros has been caught off guard there. He's been dropping bodies all the way through. And the rotations have not been friendly, not even in the slightest bit. No, ICP gets caught out. Gonna be knocked away as well. Ooh. Well, Banks is gonna be caught there. Not what he was expecting, but finds himself in a little bit of trouble there. Tariq is going to have to lead the charge to take some of the pressure off. Well, nice shots though from Banks. Trying to see how far he can take this one. Youngblood is out here getting overwhelmed though. And there is a little bit of a tantamount to his position. I was looking for position to do something different. Oh, that's going to be the end of the road for Youngblood as he gets knocked away. Obito continues to apply some pressure, but he does pop the smoke just in front to allow for his teammates to get back to full strength. Smart concept though. We've seen it applied in different formats though. So he will try this format. Try to replicate something. That's a nice shot from Obito. Sulavastein in within the magic pot. The pressure adds a little bit more nuance, but it is not something we haven't seen before. So we are going to keep it a bean. See if there is going to be a little bit of time. We're down to 10 teams now. "22 players alive. Who wants it more?" There are some problems with the navigational positions that we've seen so far, but it's not been the most ideal shout. But again, still very important to know exactly what the plan is. Right now, Team 7 have a lot of cards, got 5 eliminations, looking to add a little bit more. They might as well have what it takes. D is under siege here, but we have seen them do the exact same thing multiple times. So left with Beto though. It's ooh, no dice as he goes down. Unfortunately for him, his teammate was not there at the right time. If his teammate was there, it could have been something special, you know? Utilities are important though. Ooh, nice spray from Narcos. Now trying to increase the deficit from 7 eliminations to potentially 8. And they do have some nice angles of the play zone. No enemies behind them. All of the enemies are right up front. It's all about the zone now. If it decides it wants to move forward, that could be a major problem. But we will see if that's going to be the case. Because we will see here if there is a case to beat. Or how much potential it could be before something changes. Marcos has been biding his time. See if he can find some space inside of the zone there. He's found a little spot. But is he going to have to manage his expectations, though. That is the question. That is what is important, though. Shots continue to ring out. That could be cause for a little concern, though. Apologies for the technical difficulties there. We had a little bit of a breakout, but we're back. And Miss Cherry is off today, pressing forward. So Narcos get eliminated earlier on. We're down to 3 teams now, 8 players alive. Cherry has made a little bit of a dash here, but looks like not going to be too close enough to the playing zone. Ooh, looks like Amy Sky as well, coming fresh off a chicken dinner. Oh, McKay is not going to be lucky this time around, as he's going to be knocked away. That's 3 going down, but Misfit will not stop. Misfit will be stopped. Finally, Miss Cherry can use this opportunity to third party. But yeah, it's going to be GG's for Miss Cherry. It is going to be GG's. And that will be the end of the road. The action wraps up quite nicely as well. Game, set, match. Obito, no surprise to me as well, ends up winning that game. You would be surprised though. You would be surprised, right? But yeah, 10 eliminations to the good. And that is Fnatic, FaZe, Blaze, and Obito coming in clutch to win that game. But take a look at that MVP race, and you would be surprised. But it is going to be McKay again, the MVP for this match, and well deserved on his part as well. And that gives us a little bit of a trade-off, but match number 2 gives us ideas as well, with McKay leading the charge. And then you've got Narcos, Fnatic, Dems, and 415 all in that race, all in the conversations. When we take a look at the match rankings here, now Chicken Dinner gives them 10 plus 10, 20 points on the board for them. Team 19 with 15, Team 12, Team 2 with 14, Team 20 with 11, Team 17 with 10, 10 as well for Team 16, and it goes all the way down through to Team number 25. So, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't stop there. 2 games down, 1 more to go. We are heading into Rondo for who is going to finish strongly and take the game. Who's going to walk away with the prize? Well, stay tuned to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to the action. It looks like there is more to be done here. Onto the front lines again, trying to lock the positions. This could be a little bit more. Could be a little bit less as well. But we are going to see if there is a roll here. And things are looking very, very dicey. And there is going to be a little bit of concern with the way the game has been going. Trying to keep it a buck. It has been very proactive. Again, they are trying to lock things around. Going to be a little bit of concern in the ways, but has been trying to park things around, but again, it has been a very tricky setup. Chad, I do apologize though for the technical difficulties we might be experiencing, but it is an internet issue. It's a little bit of a back and forth. And I'm trying to make sure it locks in. We have a back and forth though, but some chaos brewing as well. Remember, it is Rondo, and Rondo will give you anything you want. Anything you want, Rondo will give you. And the bullets are already starting to fly out in quick succession as well. Been a whole lot of worries for most of the teams here trying to find their way through. But either way, has been very proactive, has been very reactive as well. It is something that we have understood so far. Again, the Elite Cyclones again has caused a little bit of commotion. Let me just turn back on. I'm trying to keep the momentum high and keep it on the rise as well. Has been a smarter play. They might be plagued with there's a lot of ideas as to managing expectations for this tournament so far, but it has been on the horizon either way. And what other time to be alive than now, where the stakes are highest? You're in phase 2 of the circle. Shots flying all the way around though. Everyone is trying to keep the momentum at bay here. There is a little bit of a recluse coming on, but things have not been progressing as well as they would have liked. Play zone is a little bit more central. Test track and Yulin is in the bases. There's a little bit of the left side as well. Well, the first shot from Conquest. And Conquest takes 2 for 2. Almost gets dropped off. He does get dropped off finally. I think it was him going for that. I think it was him going for that flush that cost him there. But I have to respect it. He was solo. I'm quite surprised that he didn't go for a recall. But you know, it was one of those things. You just have to make sure. You just gotta make sure the job is done. Phase 2 of the circle already under siege here. Pause for concern though, either way. Couple of shots continuing to rain out. It's a solid grenade getting launched over to the side there as well, giving a blue zone hot on the hills there. Blue zone pulling up to the max. Time to the mix. Good start. Down to 13 teams now, with 13 eliminations for SV, team number 12. Messi, Ankara, Messi on the drive through, on the drive on. First couple of shots there from Bullings. We have stayed onto the mix there. You gotta respect the S12K bagging one up, dropping yet another. A bit of an ideas. But if we run out of something either way, though, they have kept the proprietary positions under lock and key here, but it has been very productive, very proactive as well. It's now a matter of who's gonna do a little bit better. Who's going to see to it that the job is done. It's about time to find those pockets of space in the zone, though, and call that place home for the most part. Remember, it is anyone's game at this stage. It really boils down to who wants it more. That is what is important at this stage. A little bit of a drab. Has given us a little bit of a takeoff as we are in phase 4 of the circle. Recall still very much active here. A little bit more towards the zone over to that northern side. Still got opposition running through it though. And they will try to run through way much more. Team 14 on the drive back through. Have added a little bit more than they would have liked, but it's still on the horizon. Still on the proprietary moves. Down to 8 teams now. 22 players alive. Eurofighter goes down. And they are trying to keep it up. Hold on to the appearances of what we've seen so far. It has been very provocative, but not lackluster either way. That's given us a tantamount idea of how much of evaluation teams are willing to put down on players. We are now down to 6. 17 players alive. All looking for a chance to pop through. 4EM pressing forward. Atlas already getting a drop onto the left hand side. He's spinning around the corners there. We're up to 15 eliminations between just 2 players. Again, Atlas almost getting popped out. He does get popped out. He does get locked down. And unfortunate scenes for him now, but that does not stop the game neither way. Farquan is going to have to apply some more of that pressure. Grenade is already in hand, trying to pop it over to the northern side and get the Doritos knocked off. And that's going to be one for the other. Good grenade, just a couple of inches wide. Doesn't get the job done. Probably going to have to try again though. Cobra immediately gets out of danger. Spots dodges the Assiduous into the corner, but the bait and switch is so good from the back end. Had no idea that the ops were leaning in, but they did. They were 7 eliminations, 7 on the bounce, 7 on the drop as well. We're down to 5 teams now, 13 players alive. Who walks away from here on top? Who walks away as the number 1 on the call sheet, the number 1 on the leaderboard? It's still anyone's game here, but who will want it more? Shots ringing out, and we are down to 4. Down to 3. And the bodies just keep dwindling down. The numbers just keep going all the way back. No chance. Everyone's taking a hit for it now. It's all about who's going to finish strongly. It's all about who wants it more than the next man. The grenades started to come out. Another grenade. Making holes in the ground now. Still got 10 players alive here. FaZe. Flying through. Fortunate scenes, he picks out. Blaze gets knocked down. Thompson's gonna add more. C4. It is Papito on the bounce. Ooh, well, another grenade could cause some commotion here because his teammate MG is taking damage, and he should have gone for the heal instead. He goes down, and now that gives them an opportunity to come inside and break this spot down. MG all by his lonesome in a corner trying to hide out, but the chances are he does not look like he's gonna escape this sequence. And they were ready for him. A 15 elimination bomber from team number 18. And now it is 4v4. On all fronts, on all sides. Obito gets dropped away. The team that won the previous game, they're in the siege now. More sprays coming over to that hillside position. They swap through over to the right. And Cobra is already making a dash for it now, trying to get a better angle here. But he finds some space and he pops inside. Obito now plays a little bit closer as well. 4v2. It is a 4v2. It's all about the sprays now. Sprays aren't looking too bad. Not looking too shabby as well. Might be them proverbially locking the doors against the opposition, but there's more where that came from. They might start to lock it even harder as Cobra's gonna have to make an advance for that position. Again, he plays a little bit closer, but now there is the opening space. FaZe. But he's trying to pop through. FaZe over to the right hand side as well. Cobra still looking for an angle there. Might be getting spotted out. Pops the first grenade. Gives away his position. FaZe now tries to pop another one, but no dice. Dark drop goes down. Pops the smoke. Follows suit. And the job is done. The job is absolutely done. And what a wrap that has been. What a game that was. My goodness. We'll talk about finishing strong. 19 eliminations. My word. What a performance. 19 eliminations from Team 18. and 9 eliminations for Cobra. I believe he might be the MVP. If it's not him, it's Blaze. One of them is going to be the MVP, but I'm looking forward to see who that is going to be. But 19 eliminations is no easy feat. 4K in damage as well, following suit, standing on business. It is... Ooh, Riz Farquad is the MVP. What a surprise. I thought it was going to be Blaze, if I'm being honest. I actually thought it was going to be Blaze. But either way, because I'm pretty sure someone else even had that one locked in. But nonetheless, top 4 players showing you the overalls as it stands right now. Riz Farquad is 11 eliminations deep. Blaze as well is there in 3rd place. Wow. A good start either way. And Ely 7 as well. Fnatic also in the mix. And then we have the match ranking. So yes, 19 elimination, 29 points to the good. And team number 7 with 22, tied as well with team 12, also with 22, team 14 with 20, and team 4 with 15. And again, they tried to lock this one down. Team 2 again also putting in the work with 12 eliminations or 12 total points. Team 22 with 11, 7, and all the way down to team number 25. It has been a rise. And now that is one of the interesting dynamics of something that we have run through again. But let's take a look at the overall rankings. So let's take a look at that. Ooh, it is team 14 that finishes strong. 50 points total there. And we've got team 7 in 2nd place with 43, team 12 with 35, team 18 with 31. And these are the performances that we love to see. Congratulations to the top 3 teams. Congratulations to everyone who came out to perform and everyone who came out to show their skill and abilities. And the MVP is going to be Blaze. Farquad, Cobra. John is here into the top 3. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. The action continues same time next week. And it's going to be the normal, the usual time. So get ready for PMNC in about 2-3 hours. Stay locked in, chat. See you guys in the next one.